We made it to the end, Mac. We made it.
We did.
What do you make of tonight's game? You started well, showed a lot of fight, even in the last quarter. You put Jack out there, he's some three, so you kept fighting. In between wasn't great, but how do you reflect on it now?
I think it started with the end of the second quarter.
53 p.m.
It was so we had a foul to give at the end of that second quarter. They called the Gores called the timeout. We had a foul to give. We wanted to take it out of Davis' hands, and if he does get it, foul him. And it's kind of probably on me because I was like, if he doesn't have it, then just play it out. But then Cooks gets it, and Cooks' head. Once he gets his head of steam, he's pretty tough. And then we overhelp, and Delly hits a three. Delly hits a three. Now it's an 8-point game. And then we come out after halftime, and I think we might have had 5 looks at wide open threes and couldn't make one. So there's the game, man. I think it's the story of our season. Like, got to be able to hit shots. Like first half, like I think we 7 for 15. So we knocked some shots down. The ball moved. Like we put up 33 in the first quarter, and again they're the top defensive team. So, but again, it's you got to hit shots. But yeah, that the third quarter, wasn't great.
Now that we've got to this point and the season's finished, how do you sort of try to digest what you've been through over the last couple of months, what the club's been through, what the team's been through? But from a personal point of view, how have you got through this? How are you holding up right now?
I'm struggling, man. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Just again, for me, man. It's only about winning, right? That's the way I played. I only want to win, and we just don't have a team that's you know what I mean. Like we can stay in some games, but it was always gonna be tough, man. So yeah, there's some struggles, but I could take some things away from it. Again, hard to think about it now, but like I'll go back, reflect on the year. I know what we need moving forward. I think for some of our guys, I told them in the locker room to finish, and like you don't get, you earn these jobs. Like there's a lot of guys out here that would love to be in your position. So when you step on the floor, you step on the floor. Every possession, you got to play every possession like it should last. You know what I mean? You got to earn playing time. You got to earn getting on the floor. You know what I mean? And it's tough. Like again, I look at my record and I'm like, I think we won 1 game, and like you go home, you can't sleep. Like you always see, like I can't sleep because I'm always overthinking the game and what I could have done better and what I should have done better. But then I got the job on December the 18th, and I've had 4 actual training sessions, like with a team. And then you have where we don't have guys, like some guys can't train, and it's a lot that goes into it, man. But yeah, like I said, I'll go back, I'll reflect on where for myself, especially for myself, where I could have been better and where I can get better, and then just see what happens after that.
Well, let me see if I can lift your mood up quickly. It's been a big 24 hours for you. You were in Melbourne yesterday for your reunion with the Tigers for that championship. What was that like to spend the day with some old teammates?
Yeah, no, that was
enjoy that last
night. It was actually pretty good. Like it's crazy because I didn't get down there until I got there in time for the game. Like because we had training yesterday. I got on like a 2:20 flight, got down at like 5:45. Went to hotel, changed clothes, and then went straight to the stadium. But then to see all the faces, and like again, just go back and reminisce on like how we did it, like that team we had. But to see all those guys, like a Dave Thomas, who like again haven't seen Dave in 20 years, like coming from because he flew back. He flew from the States. Rashard Tucker's living in LA, so he flew down, and then our owner, Seamus McPeak, actually came from Ireland. So he kind of came in just for that. And so he came in, flew in for that, and he flew back out today. So, but to get everybody in and be celebrated for winning the championship is, again, it's things you cherish. And like I said, I'm it's about winning, man, and it's about championships for me. And I know definitely not this year, but like this club, I want to see this, and this is the one thing I want to say. I want to see this club succeed, and yeah, just moving forward, whatever that is. I just want to see, again. It's for the fans, man. It's the members, it's the sponsors. It's for them. I want to see the club succeed for those guys. So whatever that is, and whatever it takes to get that done, I think that's something we need to look at.
You played against a team tonight that's going to go very close to winning a championship this year, and you had a front row seat to Kendrick Davis as well. As one of the great point guards in the league's history, and having played against a lot of the great point guards in the league's history, where do you put him right now with what he's doing?
He's up there. Like he is. Yeah, like he's actually very tough, and I think he's come a long way from last year. Like I think his game is still the same game, but I think he's calmed down a bit. Like last year was a bit up and down, and to a point erratic. But now I think under Gorge, he's just picking his spots, man. Like he's tough. He's hitting shots. When he wants to score, I haven't seen nobody stop him. Like he uses his quickness well. Like he knows how to score. But he's definitely up there. Again, it's a 2-year sample. He's probably not going to be in this league next year. But he's one guy. If you had the opportunity to keep, if he's not going, because I know he wants to go to the NBA. If he's not going to the NBA and he can come back to this league, he makes the league better, man. Like you know what I mean. You look at him and you look at Cotton and you look at all the guards going around. Like our league this is a tough league, and he's coming. Like I said, he's coming from last year to this year, and he was first team last year. He was in the MVP race last year, and I think he's actually going up a notch this year. You know what I mean? And he's not carried, but he's pushed the team. They top of the ladder, and they're gonna be hard to beat. Like again, I don't want to talk about all other teams, but I'm just going on what I see. They're gonna be hard to beat. Like Gorge got those guys clicking, and his defense, and again, you got a guy you can put the ball in his hands and go say, "Give me a bucket." You got one of those guys, you give yourself a chance, man.
No, absolutely. You talked about wanting this club to succeed. So if Mel comes to you tomorrow or in the next couple of days and says, give me some of the key things that we need to do to be able to move forward next season and start heading towards success, what do you think is at the top of the list?
I think it's that you get a head coach and you give him what he wants. That's the main thing. Because, again, it's like look at our team. Like, I don't want to rehash up things. I've already had that problem, but I think it needs, you just need you need a head coach. You need to give him what he wants. That's it's just, like, it's obvious what's happened this year. It can't happen again, man. Like it can't, because again, it's for me, it's the fans, it's the members, the sponsors. A year like this, just can't happen.
No, thanks very much, Dan. Can I just say quickly, thank you for the way you've conducted yourself in this period. I think you've held yourself in the best possible way. So thank you for all your support.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks, man.
Hey, D-Mac, just one from me. Brian Gorge, he had a few kind words to say about you, just the way you've been able to handle yourself through these tough periods, going through injuries and the rest of it. How proud of yourself of just being able to get through each week and, some tough moments, but getting through the season and then reaching this point now?
Yeah, like I don't know if I'm proud of myself. I think it's more about the group. Like I love the players. I love the team we had. I mean, I know it's not what we wanted, but those guys, again, they showed up every day, and anything I asked of them, they gave me that. So I enjoyed that part of it. You know what I mean? I didn't have to ask. It was the one game where I struggled, where I didn't think we competed. But since then, early on, guys they compete, man, and they play hard. You know what I mean? And it's absolutely been tough. But, I was given a job. It's my job, get up every day and do the work, and whatever happens after that happens. And again, I still struggle with the losing because I actually started when I first took it over and we lost that Southeast game, and we came down and beat New Zealand. I'm sitting up here thinking like we might have something here, you know what I mean? And then we lost I think we lost a close one to Melbourne and another close. Like we had some close losses, and then as those losses kind of pile up, now it's getting to a point where like we know we can't make the playoffs. We know we can't make the finals, and then you can just see the air. You know what I mean? Like, and even now you can just hear the air when we don't make shots, and you know what I mean? And that's hard. Like it's actually hard to deal with that. But for myself, yeah, it was just when I first got the job, because I actually told Mal, and I probably told this story many times, that I actually didn't want to do it because I've been in this situation before. But then when I got it, and you know, and like I said, I had the players. That first game, I took over on the 18th. I had one session. We go to Southeast, we lose by like 30, but then we come back, and I actually my speech before the game, it wasn't even about basketball. Like it was more about accountability and, you know, holding each other accountable. And then we went out and we won that New Zealand game. And like I said, I knew the plan was always just if I can get these guys to play hard all the time, we'll give ourselves a chance. Now, you got guys on the floor that's going to do that regardless. Some guys you got to make them do it, but it's like I said. You get to we had no our offense struggled. We couldn't score. And again, if you can't score in this league, you know, you watch some of these teams. Look, Sydney just put up 117. Teams like Southeast putting up 120s, and you know, Melbourne's in the hundreds, and we couldn't get out. We couldn't get over 80. It was always going to be tough to win. But again, the competitive side to these guys is the one thing I loved about them. And like I said, that's all I had asked for them. But yeah, you can't win if you can't score.
Cheers, there, mate.
Thank you.